Hello, it's Oleg from Venturist Video Blog, the YouTube channel where I tell you about self-made camper vans, how to make them, how to travel in them, and mostly about my van conversion that I made by my own hands from Mercedes Sprinter van. And in many videos people ask me, Oleg, how much it cost to you to convert this Sprinter van to the full functioning mobile home? You ask, and in this video I answer. For this video I make all the calculations and find out all the costs that I spent on this camper van, so I will share it with you and you will know too how much it costs to make your own camper van. So right at the start I give a quick information to the people who just watched this video for the two numbers they want to know. The Mercedes Sprinter long wheelbase of the year 2008 cost me $12,000. The whole van conversion process with all the equipment, materials and some service works cost me $10,100. And new documents for my van conversion to become a camper van cost me $700. So the total cost of this van conversion is $22,800. And if that's all you want to know, bye. But for all other people who want to know more, I prepare all the calculations and I will tell you exactly how much each part of my van conversion costs and how much all the equipment, every piece costs too. And also, in example of my van conversion, I will tell you how to spend less on a van conversion and give you some options, so you will know how to reduce the price of van conversion from $10,100 just to $4,100. Let's start. So let's start right on this place where I'm sitting right now. It's a kind of storage couch. It has a sitting cushion, the backrest cushion, a table with a swivel leg, transformable, and the drawers where I could store stuff all under this couch. And this whole place cost me $635. Why so much? Let's see. The storage units, it's actually from IKEA with all the drawers and mechanisms. It's actually a kitchen storage units, so they cost pretty big money, but yeah, they work super nice and has all the smooth closing, and it's a lot of storage drawers. Like I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 drawers, and that's a lot. That costs a lot too. But yeah, that cost me $300 just for these units. But it's so easy to assemble. And these two cushions, this one and this one, made from IKEA mattress and the materials that I bought separately, and I give them to the sewing shop and they make a custom cushion covers for me. That cost $140 for the mattress and cushions and all that. The table mount leg, this one, it's fantastic and it costs a lot, $180, but it costs every penny because it's so transformable and you can move the height up and down, you can swivel it how you want, remove it or anything, and it not takes space in front of the couch, so yeah, it's a good money spent. And this tabletop costs just $15 because I made it myself from plywood and just paint over it, and that's all. So how you could reduce this cost? Because yeah, $635 just from the start, it's a lot of money. Okay, you can make yourself the bottom part of the couch from the plywood and wood and with the doors and all the hinges, it will cost like $75 top. Also, you could buy a cheaper foam for the couch cushions and cheaper material, and made maybe yourself the cushion covers, and all that will cost maybe $75 too. Also, this table leg, yeah, it's kind of expensive. If you're familiar with working with some metal or something, you could do it yourself for the price like $45 maybe. And yeah, the tabletop is cheap, like $15, so no way to spend less there. But yeah, it will cost like $200 right there instead of $635. The next thing is a bathroom with a toilet and shower. It's full functioning bathroom with cassette toilet and the shower and all the things you need to feel comfortably in van, but it costs a lot too. $940. Why so much? Mostly because of the toilet. It's a cassette toilet for camper vans, and this edition for camper vans just make it cost like 5 times more, and it costs $530. It's a Tedford C200 model. And the shower tray cost $150. It's a special shower tray for this toilet. I import it from UK. It has a cutout for the toilet to install it there. And all the other equipment is just a normal shower equipment. It costs only $60 for all the things like shower, mixer, tap, and shower head and all that. And basically all other things is construction costs. The shower cabin frame I made myself from the wood cost me about $30 from the wood, and all the inside covering with plastic panels cost me $45, and outside covering from the MDF panels cost me $45 too. And also I made a ventilation for the toilet. It cost me $30, and I installed this plastic door that I bought in home improvement store. It just cost me $50. So how you could reduce this dramatic cost of $940? You could buy a cheaper toilet, just a normal chemical like this cubic toilet, and it will cost less, more like $100. And also you could find a cheaper shower tray, because you don't need this cutout if you don't have this toilet. So you could find it local and it will cost like maybe $75. The next thing is a kitchen. It's full functioning kitchen with induction cooking top and sink, water, mixer tap and drawers, fridge. All you need to everyday using this kitchen as a real kitchen in a house. So it costs close to the real kitchen too. It cost me $960. The big part in this cost was there on the kitchen units with drawers and front panels from IKEA again, and all that 2 units cost me $360. Also $75 cost me the induction cooking top, $60 for the sink from Fake Stone, and also $60 for the mixer tap, $45 for the countertop, and it's pretty good, and $45 for the backsplash panel that don't afraid of water and heating, and also $15 for these blinds, and $300 for the fridge. And that's the price for the used fridge, and it's only one thing used in my van conversion, because the new fridge costs like $800-900. So yeah, I find one for $300, and it was a much cheaper option. So how you could spend less on this kitchen unit? The main option is build all the compartments and all the kitchen unit by yourself, from the wood and plywood and wooden pieces, and maybe even use front panels from IKEA, but make all the compartments yourself, and that will cost like $150 instead of $360. Also could be an option using the house AC small fridge instead of this very expensive campervan fridge, and you could get a 100 AC small fridge like this size and use it with the 12-volt AC inverter. That will be much cheaper, like $150 instead of $800 for the new fridge. But you must do that knowing that house fridges not that efficient as campervan fridges usually, and also they could not like the vibrations and reclines of the campervan. So yeah, think yourself. And now we in my sleeping, sitting lounge area that transforms from this like lounge area to the dining area with a table there in the center on telescopic leg, and also it transforms to the big king size bed. So it costs $545, and from this price the $50 cost me the bed frame that I made myself from plywood and like wooden pieces, and $300 cost me these 4 cushions. It's like 1, 2, and 1, 2 there, 2. These cushions made from IKEA mattresses, and also I bought a special cover material for them and give it to sewing shop, and they make these beautiful mattress covers for me. So that costs a lot because 2 mattresses cost like $200 almost, and this material cost like $70, and sewing shop work cost me about $30. So total is $300 for these cushions. Also the table leg cost $170, and table top cost me just $25 because I made it myself. So how we could lower this cost from $545 just to the $200? First of all, we need to get rid of the transformable function. Just no table here, get rid of that, no table leg, no these cushions, nothing, just a big bed frame with storage underneath and a huge mattress on top of that, and that's all. No covers, no materials, nothing. We just will make a frame for $50 and put on top of that a big, like high quality mattress for $150, and that's all. $200 we have our sleeping area. No sitting, only sleeping, but much cheaper. And now let's talk about electrical system in my van conversion. And that's cost a lot. $1,940. Why it costs so much? I will tell you now. The solar panels I use, it's 2 solar panels of 210 watts each, cost $380. 2 batteries I use, it's a AGM batteries, 200 ampere hours each, they cost $700. The solar charge controller, this thing is MPPT controller, cost $260. The 3 kilowatts inverter with charging function cost $360. And all the wiring cost about $75 because you need to use a good thick wires for 12-volt system. Also all the relays, fuses and all that make my batteries charge from the alternator cost $75. All the lighting in my van cost about $50, and All the outlets and AC sockets and all that cost about $40. So why I have so expensive electrical system in my van? Because I use it to power up my induction cooking top in the kitchen and my electrical heater in my water system that I will show you later. But if you're not planning to use your electrical system for cooking, you can have a much simpler and cheaper electrical build in your van conversion. You could have only one 200 watt solar panel on the roof for $180. You could have only one battery of 150 ampere hours for $230. Also, you can have just a simple PWM solar charger controller for $75 and simple inverter of 1 kilowatt of power for $75. And with all other wiring and relays I mentioned before, that build will cost you much cheaper, about $750. And you could go less and less until you find the spot that you comfort to live with. Just maybe if you only want to charge some phones and use it for lighting, you can have a much cheaper system. Let's look at water system in my van conversion. It costs $745, and that includes a fresh water tank that costs $50, and it's just plastic country house water tank. But my gray water tank that mounted under my van was custom made by my dimensions, and that cost $300. Also $100 costs the pump. It's a very nice SureFlow marine grade, very high quality pump. $15 cost water accumulator, $60 cost water heater, $90 cost washing machine, and $40 cost all the piping and fittings and valves and all that. And also $90 cost water level meters with sensors and all that. So that $745 you see. How you could spend less? First of all, you could find any water tank for gray water instead of doing a custom water tank, and that will cost like $50 instead of $300. Also, you can choose a slightly like simpler water pump that will cost like $50. Also, if you don't have a good electrical system in your van, you probably don't need a water heater because it eats a lot of electricity. And also you could not buy the washing machine and wash your clothes yourself or in laundries. And also you could use a very much simpler water level sensors just with some points and like lights, and that will cost like $30. And with all that, your cost will be just $200 instead of $745 I spent. And now let's talk about storage. I have 10 cupboards all over my van, like 6 in a sleeping area, 2 in the kitchen, and 2 more on top of my couch in front area of my van, and all that cost me $270. It's not so much because I made them myself, only use the front panels from IKEA, and the hinge was pretty expensive too, because they are very good. They hold door in up position, and also they have a soft close mechanism. So yeah, and also these locks are locking handles locks, so that's the price. But you still could go less expensive by making these front panels by yourself instead of buying them from IKEA, because each panel costs like $10, $15, and you could make the whole set of 10 cabinets just for like $140 instead of $270. The next part is insulation and paneling, and oh my, that cost a lot. It cost me $2,475. Why it costs so much? I will tell you. So the insulation materials cost me $760. I insulate this camper van myself with my friends, but I insulate all the things like floor, walls, ceiling, and cabin, all I could reach, and that's why these materials cost so much, $760. Also, I had some works done in service shop because I don't have a good place to do these works and not much experience at the start. So the underfloor for my living area from the marine plywood, waterproof plywood, cost $270. All the windows was inserted in service shop for $760 because I bought this van as panel van without any windows, so it's like 10 windows all around. And the ceiling, that's plywood with like eco leather thing, fake leather, cost me $380 to make in service shop. They also put a special weld in like steel profile inside the roof, so it's make the good structure for the roof, for the ceiling. And after that I made myself a hardwood flooring. It's engineering floor with oak top part of the floor. It's not very good idea to use it in a van conversion, but I like the wood so much, so I wanted to do that anyway. It cost me $170 just for the hardwood, and I did it myself with a friend. And also I spent $15 on some paneling, you don't see it right now, and also I spent $30 on the eco leather material that I glued to the window frames somewhere there on the back mostly. And also I spent $90 on the curtains, some of the curtains that I just bought material and give it to a sewing shop to make that. So that's $2,475. It's very easy to spend less on this area, so the insulation part could be much cheaper. If you don't need to insulate your camper van that good, you could spend around $300-400 on insulation materials. The underwood floor, you could make it yourself from marine plywood. Just you need space and some tools to do that, but it will cost much less, like $75 instead of $270 I give the service shop to do that. Also, windows, you don't need to do all the windows in your van, or maybe you already have windows, I don't know, but if you insert like just 2 windows, you will be fine with just spend it $150. And also you could make a ceiling from plywood and this leather material just for like $120, no problem, but it's kind of hard to do, so you need to have some friends to help you with that, and some good space around your van with dry and clean, and some tools too. And also you can spend less on the curtains by making it yourself. Also you could put not the hardwood floor, but some kind of linoleum thing and vinyl floor. That will be cheaper and more reliable, basically just for $75. And with all that you will spend around $700-800 instead of $2,475 I spent. It will take you a lot of time to do that, but basically you will get all the same result. And we get to the last part of this calculation video that I called other things, because it includes all the other things I not mentioned in previous parts. That part still costs $1,600, and let's see what it includes. The first thing is backup cameras with monitors that cost only $45. I mounted myself. Tinting for all the windows, because it's a lot of windows, it was a lot of tinting and it cost me $210. The swivel chair base for passenger seats that I install cost $320. It's a very good piece of engineering, but it costs a lot. The diesel air heater planner that I install in service shop, they install it for me, costs $380. It's a pretty good price. The parking system that I install myself, 4 sensors on the back, 4 sensors on the front, cost just $45. And ventilation is the most expensive thing in this part. 2 fantastic fans, one is right there and second one in the sleeping area, cost about $300 each. They are pretty advanced with temperature sensor, rain sensor, and motorized lid on open automatically, and the various speeds and airflow in and out. But yeah, they cost me $300 each with delivery, and that's $600 total for 2 fans. So that's this part with $1,600. How you can spend less on these things? You could not tint your windows, that will be $210 saved. You could not install the swivel base for the seat, that will save you $320. You could install air heater yourself. It's not that hard. It's will just save you about $80. And also you could choose cheaper ventilation fans for the roof and spend like $150 instead of $600, or even buy vents without any fans and put it yourself. So that's also an option. And that's all for the calculations. I hope I not miss anything in my van, and I remind you that total cost of van conversion for me was $10,110. But with some tricks and cost savings I mentioned in this video, you could go as low as $4,125. And also I remind you that the Sprinter van itself cost me $12,000, and documents for the camper van cost me $700. So it mentioned in my documents that it's camper van, so no police could say me anything. And with all that, my total project cost is $22,810. And that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. You asked me many times to make this video, and finally I did that. Leave your comment below, maybe if you want to see some other videos about this van conversion or about traveling in van conversions, so maybe I will make video you want next. And thank you for watching. Leave a like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see more interesting videos about self-made van conversions. I see you in one of these videos. Bye! And ventilation is a main part of this part. and ventilate. Ouch! Valves and all that, and also, oh, I almost died. Oh my god. Okay,